Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Susan. Today I want us to make this dress. I want to recreate this dress that you're seeing here. It's a Bubu dress. It's very simple and you can actually wear it to any occasion. It serves as a simple outfit. You can make it for a client, you make it for yourself. If this sounds like what you like to learn, stay on the line while we get started. To my returning subscribers, thank you so much. And if you're just seeing my channel now, please go ahead and subscribe. Thank you. So for us to make this dress, I've already folded my fabric into 4. So I'm going to use this paper to actually illustrate. This is your fabric. What you're going to do, this is your plain Ankara fabric. So you're going to fold it like that first. Then you're going to there are no cuts at the shoulder, so it's a cut together sleeve. So your length is going to determine like how long you want it to be. It's going to determine how much you're going to fold. If you want it to be like maybe size, the length is going to be like 36. Remember, we're going to be having extra there. We're going to add for the gathers. So that's it. So you're going to fold anyhow your length is going to be. So now what you're going to do now, I'm going to take the width of this. What I'm going to use 3 inches for the width of the neck, which is for the front and for the back. And for the back, I'm going to come in by 1 inch, and for the front face, I'm going to come in by 3 inches, because the neck actually went down a little bit. So I'm going to use 3 inches. If it was really up, I'll use 2.5, but since it came down a little bit, I'm going to use 3 inches first. So after that, I'm just going to connect the down, that's for the back, and I connected the front also. So after that, you're going to determine how you want your butterfly to be, how you want it to be. So I'm going to determine how I want it to be. That's including the gathers that we are going to have. So I'm going to use about maybe 15 inches over here. Then because the gather I actually want to use about 8 inches for the gathers. So that means that I'm going to reduce 8 inches out of my full length of the sleeve. Full length of the sleeve is actually 28. I'm going to use 20 inches here. From there, I'm going to use 20 inches. That means I'm going to use 8 to complete. I'm just using that as an illustration. So that 20 that we marked there is what I'm going to mark till the end of this fabric. You get me? I'm going to mark it till the end of the dress. So after that, I'm just going to go ahead now to mark the length that we are going to use. Remember, I said that I'm going to use 8 inches to actually complete it. So whatever you're going to use to complete at the sleeve, that's what you're also going to use to complete at this other side. So I'm going to use 38 inches for this actually one. Then I'm going to use 8 inches to actually complete the length, which is going to be the gathers. Note, the picture and the video you saw there is actually pleated. So if you want yours to be pleated, that means you should be having enough fabric. You can have up to, this is 4 inches, 4 yards that I use. So if you want yours to be pleated, you're actually going to have about 5 inches, 5 yards of Ankara or thereabouts. So I actually plan to use the pleatings, but because of my fabric is not enough, I actually had to use gathers, which is managing. So but what you're having on that picture is actually pleated. So you can use pleated, then you can use gathers. So I'm going to use gathers for it. So this is the low budget version of it. Like anyhow you want it, that's still cool. So I've gone ahead to cut the neckline for the back first. Then I'm not cutting the neckline for the. So I'll go ahead now and cut the neckline for the front, because I've already separated the front from the back. Make sure you do that before you cut. If not, you're going to cut the back side 3 inches, which is supposed to be not be like that. So when I was done, I went ahead from where we have the 3 inches. I placed my tape, and you determine how deep you want your slit to be at the front. So I just want it to be at 7 inches. So after that, I'll just slit and I'll open it. So I'm not going to reduce anything here, because by the time I use ½ inch each to actually sew it must have been wide. So for us to have I want to actually cut facing. So for you to cut facing, you're going to fold your fabric that way, then you just fold it like that and you place it this way also. Then you're going to use your scissors to trace it. This is your facing. It's actually very, very simple. You can use it to turn this neckline. Some people use bias, but it doesn't look that neat and professional. So if you want yours to be that professional, this is how you're going to do it. So for you also to make the front to stand like that, not it falling, you also have to add paper stay to it. You have to add I beg your pardon, you have to add facing to it. So this is it, what we have is all together. So I will stitch this round. You understand? I'm going to knit it and stitch it around. Then I'm going to add paper stay to it. You can either add paper stay to the front or you add it to the back, anyone. So this is what I did. I actually added paper stay. I added strong gum to the facing. Then I added normal paper stay to the actual fabric round, both the back and the front. So I went ahead to pin it with my pin. Then I'll go over to the machine, then I'll stitch it round. Then when I'm done stitching it round, you can see I'll go ahead and notch it. Then I'll bring out this part, then notch it very well. Then this other part of the v-neck, you're going to go ahead now and notch it closely. Then you bring them out. Then when you're done bringing them out, note that when I was stitching this, I did not stop stitch, because when I was stitching I actually used Amy gum. So I advise you to use Amy gum, but if you don't want to use Amy gum, or maybe you don't have Amy gum, you're going to go ahead and stop stitch it. I did not stop stitch because Amy gum is going to make it to lie down flat. So this is me just going ahead to do like this. So I'll go over to my iron now, then I'll give it a good press. Look at how it is now. I added it. You can see I took a very lot, that's why it's open like that. So when you're stitching your own, if you don't want it that open, just use small, don't use up to half. So that is it. So right now I'm going to determine where I want the sleeve to open. The sleeve opening you're going to determine. So what I'm going to use, I'm going to use bust point measurement, bust point length. So a bust point, from that bust point, this is where we are going to start our curve. So there is no measurement, it all depends on what you want. So the dress is actually not straight, so I'm just going to curve from that point. I'm just going to curve it like this, to like something like round. You can see, just watch what I'm doing. So that's it. So just go ahead now and curve it just like this. Remember that we are going to add extra gathers at that point, which is going to complete our length. You get me? So that is it. When I was done, this is what we have. You can see this is what we have. So you can just choose to play around with it of anyhow you want. Guys, if you watched this video to this point, please go ahead and like this video, turn on the notification button, please subscribe and share this video. Thank you so much, I really do appreciate. So I went ahead and notched that point, so it will be like a point for me to know that this is where it's starting, because we are going to be needing it later. So right now I'm going to round, I'm going to measure it with my tape to know how many fabric I'm going to cut. So it's actually a very long thing, no problems. When it's up to 60, you count it again, you measure it again, then whatever we have. What I had was actually I had 60 up to 3 times, and then I had 30. So when I measured it, I plan to cut times 2. This is if you cut times 2 or times 2.5 of what you have, you're going to have enough. So this is the fabric that I have left. It's not even up to times 2, so at least I have up to the full measurement, which is about 210. So I'm going to just use everything that I have. But if you have enough fabric, use times 2 of what your round measurement is, so that the gathering will be much, and if you are pleating it, the pleatings will be very, very much, and it will be very rich and luxury. So I'm just going to make use. I actually use 4 yards of Ankara, so this is what is left. I have already cut them. What I have is up to 300, which is what I'm going to use. So after that, I'm just going to go over to the machine. I'm going to fold the down first, then I'm going to stitch the up for my gathering. Remember I said I'm using gathering. I'll fold the up with 1/2 inch. This, what I have here, is actually 9 inches, because I added 1 inch for sewing allowance. So when you're adding your own, you do the same thing. So when I was done, this is me trying to add the belt for it. So you're going to, from the shoulder, you're going to mark your waist measurement, your waist point. Then I'm just marking it from the other end to this other end, my waist point. So after that, I'm going to also mark the midpoints of this dress. Then when I mark the midpoint of the dress, then I'll also mark where I'm going to join this dress from, like where I'm going to start the stitching from. That part where I'm going to start the stitching from, I'm going to attach a belt to it. So from the midpoint, I'm going to measure it to the other side, and from this other side, this is me just drawing this line because I want to know the midpoint. This is me to know where exactly I'm going to attach that belt to. So you can just do the same too. So when I was done, I went ahead and mark it. So I'm going to go ahead. This is the rope that I've already brought, the stripe that I've already brought. So I'm going to fold it this way, then I'll fold it the other way, just like you do your loop. Yes, your loop. So just nothing fancy, or if you want to do it like the normal way of doing belt, just stitch it and you're just making it to be neat. So I'll fold it first, then I also fold it this way, then I fold it. I'm going to cut 2 of this for the 2 sides. So when I am done, I'm going to go ahead to my machine and I'm going to stitch it. So when I was done, this is what we have. You can see it's neat. So I'm going to have 2 of that. So right now I'll go over to the machine, then I'm going to place it this way. I'm going to place it this way, then I'm going to stitch it. When I stitch it, I'll stitch it in a way that I can be able to flip. I'm stitching it on the front side. I'm stitching it on the front side. It's going to be at the front side, you can see. So I'm going to flip it like this. So we are going to tie it behind, you can see. So it's going to be inside. It's going to be inside of the seam. So I'm done with the gathering of the gather. Now it's remaining for us to attach. So what you're going to do, you're going to go ahead now to keep this dressed in a very form that you'll be able to make sure that they are corresponding, like the neck is sitting down very well and the down part is also okay. So I've already gone ahead to knitting the hem. I've already stitched the hem of this dress, so I've already gathered it. You can see the gathering is not going to be gathering that much because of the fabric is not that much. So I'll just place it like this, front side facing front side, then I'm going to stitch it. As I'm stitching it, I'm still going to be losing the gathers because I actually gathered too much. So I'm going to be loosening the gathers and I'll be stitching it all through. Then when I get to the point that is open, I'm going to hold on, then I'll stitch it together, the gathers together. So this is it. When I was done, you can see I'm done stitching the gathering and I have kept it flat so that we can shape this particular fabric. So from that point, that is going to be where I'm going to that's our bust point. So I'm going to use a bust point, then I'm going to use a waistline, then I'm going to use the hip line. So right now I'm going to determine where I'm going to want where we are going to have the opening. The opening is going to be from the bust point. So I'm determining where our waistline is, our hip line, beg your pardon. So after that, I just went ahead now to look for the midpoint because you are going to be stitching on top. You're going to be stitching on top. You're not stitching from back like the normal way we do. So from one end to the other end, I'm going to shape the dress. So at that bust point, I'm going to use a bust measurement divided by 4. Then I'm going to add about 3 to 4 inches, depends on what you want. I'm going to use about 3 to 4 inches depending on what you want. So allowance. So when I was done, I'm also going to go over to this side. I'll take a bust measurement divided by 4. Then I'm going to add 3 inches also. That 3 inches that I added, that is where I'm going to stitch. The rest is going to be falling, you get me? So after that, I also come to our waist. I'm going to divide our waist measurement divided by 4 inches. Then I'm going to add also 3 inches for ease. Then I'm going to add 3 inches for ease. I'll do the same for the other side. Actually, you can, from the bust point, you can take what you have at that bust point to the down, or better still, you can actually do a hip measurement divided by 4 and you add it there. Then you add the allowance, then you take what you have at that bust point down to the hip and to the hem So it all depends on what you want. So when I took the hip also, I added 4 inches also. Then I'm going to draw it like this, meeting that point. So you can take it straight, it's all the same, it will all come out. It's going to be free after all. There is no shaping anywhere, so it's going to be it's like a free dress. So you're going to, if you want the shaping, you use the belts that you're going to attach inside to actually shape it, or you actually leave it like that. So this is what we have, guys, when I was done. So let me tell you one thing. In the video where you saw, I think what they have there, they actually stitch this other hem together. You saw the part that I held, you can actually stitch them together. That's where you have the gathers, you stitch them from where you have the sleeve opening, stitch them together if you don't want it to be all over the place. Then that is me when I wore it free. Then if you want to tie it, I actually tie it, and this is how it came out. So guys, thank you so much for watching, thank you for staying. Please subscribe, turn on the notification button, and see you in my next one. Bye.